Hi guys, it is the Tuesday before Thanksgiving and I am prepping some Thanksgiving meals, so I just wanted to take you along with me and show you what I'm going to be cooking. And I'll be doing some prepping tomorrow also, so I'll just post one large video. Alright, so first we're going to do some cranberry sauce and I will talk about the recipe in just a moment. So here we have about 1 pound and 12 ounces of fresh cranberries in some water. I think it's about 12 ounces of water. It was 8. I like doubled the recipe, but then I went over on the cranberries, so then I just added more water. Then I'm going to use Swerve. I'm going to use at least a cup of this, maybe more. I'm just going to see how it tastes. Because I think that cranberries have like a natural sweetness, so the recipe for 12 ounces calls for 1 cup. So I'm just going to see, how it tastes. And then after that, I believe there's nothing else here I'm going to use. I'm going to take some vanilla and cinnamon. I think I'm going to use cinnamon. And definitely going to use the vanilla. I guess I could really just do the sugar, but we'll see. I'll let you know what I decide to do, and I'm going to kind of taste it along the way. So you want to let these cook until they pop open is what everyone's telling me. So that's what I'll be doing. I will come back once these have popped open. Y'all, I've never cooked cranberries before, and this is super cool. They're all like popping open. I actually think I might have put too much water in. So we'll just have to see. I might drain off some. I'll let you know. Talk to you soon. Y'all, I just did a taste test of these. Oh my gosh, they are so good. And I just put some cinnamon. I did put cinnamon in, vanilla. The tartness was delicious. Honestly, I would have eaten it without the Swerve. But I just eyeballed it. I probably did about a cup. And I didn't like it too sweet, so this was delicious. I'm so excited. So I'm just gonna, I turn this down to low. I'm just gonna simmer that until the sauce thickens. I will let you know what the next thing is. I think we're gonna do either the bread that I'm gonna use for the keto stuffing, or we'll do a pumpkin pie, or maybe we'll do both at the same time. We will see. Back again. This time I am making the keto almond bun recipe from Caveman Keto. This is doubled. It's 1.5 cups of almond flour, 4 eggs, 10 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and 3 teaspoons of baking powder. Got the oven preheated to 350, bake for 12 to 17 minutes. I'm just going to keep an eye on it. So he uses a muffin top tin or pan. I do not have one, but sorry, I had to turn my water off. I don't have one, but I wanted to make sure that all the edges are crispy. So you can see the size of the pan. It's a small pan, and I just spread it out thinly on this pan. I'm going to bake it. Hopefully it will work. If not, I will try it again, but hopefully it's going to work, and I'll come back and let you know. Guys, I got a little bit ahead of myself. So this was the almond bun recipe. It has came out. It looked perfect. It tastes perfect. I cut it into little chunks about, well, let me see, like that. And now I'm putting it back into the oven because I want it to be crispy. I also am working on a pecan pie. Just waiting on this to get browned. Right now it's at 325 and I'm literally just waiting on it. So I will come back once these are crispy, once this is out, and let you know what I'm doing next. Recipe for this is 3/4 of a cup of almond flour, 1/4 of a cup of coconut flour, 1/2 a cup of butter, 1/2 a cup of Swerve, salt, 1 egg. I accidentally forgot the salt and I took it out and reworked it. So I will come back to you in just a moment. All right, guys, so the croutons, so to speak, are out of the oven. I'm gonna leave these out overnight, try to get them as hard as possible for the stuffing. My crust, almost burnt, but it is pretty much perfect, I guess. This is just kind of a pre-bake, and then I will put the filling in. The filling right now, it almost burned, so I don't know if it's gonna do good or not, but here's the filling. It's like a caramel sauce, I guess. I will add it with 3 eggs, and I've got the 3 eggs right here, beaten. And let's see what else I've got. I did that already. So 3 eggs, vanilla, and 1.5 cups of pecans. Then I'll pour that in here and bake again. And this time I'll cover it with aluminum foil. All right, I will let you know once the pie's out. And it feels pretty good. All right, guys. Okay, so it's a little liquidy. I've combined the ingredients. I'm gonna cover this with aluminum foil because I don't want these edges to burn. And I'm gonna cook it for as long as possible, probably like 45 minutes until this sets up. This was a little scary. So the butter almost burned. It almost overflowed. I actually have, sorry, my dirty dishes. I actually have this much left because I had to scoop some out because it was overflowing. So it is like right here. The crust is covered, but I think it'll be okay. So I'll come back and let you know once the pie is baked, but it looks really good. Okay, guys, back. This is my last post tonight, or this is my last video for the night, but I will be back tomorrow and I will combine all the videos. The pecan pie looks amazing. I don't know if you can see this up close. Wow. It just looks beautiful. So I'm really excited to try this. First homemade pecan pie I've ever done, so I think I've done my family proud. Hopefully I've done my nanny proud, who's in heaven. But all right, see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. So it's day 2 of my keto Thanksgiving. Right now I'm browning some breakfast sausage. I'm going to be using this in my stuffing recipe, which I use Caveman Keto's recipe, and I just substituted breakfast sausage for chorizo just because I prefer breakfast sausage. I think chorizo just has a little bit of a greasy texture, so I only like that occasionally in certain dishes. And over here I have some steamed cauliflower going on. Look at that steam. I will be using Peace, Love, and Low Carbs recipe for their horseradish, chive, and Parmesan cheese mashed cauliflower. So I will be kind of coming back and forth today because it's going to take a while to put all these together. And I also have some other recipes I'm working on that I will intertwine with this. I've already boiled the eggs for my deviled eggs. That's going to be just a very simple recipe. So I will come back to you once I have the stuffing kind of put together. I'm actually getting ready to add an onion, and I did 5 celery stalks, which I may end up doing some more. Just depends on how much that would make. So I really like a good celery crunch in my stuffing. So I'm actually going to go ahead and chop up the onion now, and I will come back in shortly. Now I've gotten the onion and celery sauteed with the sausage. I put some butter in. Also added some poultry seasoning, about 2 to 3 tablespoons. I think that's really what gives it the Thanksgiving flavor. I don't think I need any more. I may add some more. I'll see. And then I did parsley, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. And then over here I have the wet ingredients. And I just changed this up a little bit. This is 1 cup of chicken stock, which I used chicken broth. 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, 2 eggs, and then I put parsley in this along with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. So now I'm going to mix them together, and I'll show you. Since I'm videoing this myself, it's kind of hard to do it all at once, so I'll show you what it looks like after I get it together. Guys, look how good this looks. So you're supposed to mix everything in a large bowl. That's the wet ingredients, the sausage, and the croutons that I made yesterday. But I don't have a bowl big enough. So I mixed it all in here, and I used my hands, which I would highly recommend. It is going to be perfect. You're going to put it in the oven for 350 for 1 hour. All right, guys, I am done with the mashed cauliflower. So I put a big head and a small head in here, steamed it, and then drained off all the excess liquid and got as much water out as possible. Then I added a full bag of shredded Parmesan cheese. It called for half a cup, I believe, but I really wanted them to be extra cheesy because this year we're not getting mac and cheese, and I decided not to do broccoli and cheese or anything, so this is the cheese we're getting this year. I put chives in it, salt and pepper, and then, let's see, it calls for a half a cup of sour cream, but I just used the rest of my container, which is probably a little bit more than that. And then, let's see, 4 tablespoons of butter in this. The recipe calls for 3. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the recipe. Let's see. Where is it? Here it is. I threw 2 big tablespoons of garlic. And then the kicker is the creamy horseradish sauce. So, it calls for 3 tablespoons. I did about 4 or 5 maybe. And I'm just mashing it until I feel like the consistency is right. Right now, I actually feel like this looks really good. So I may keep mashing it, but I mean, look how cheesy that is. I'm so excited. All right, so that is done, and I will split that in half because I'm taking it to 2 Thanksgivings. Stuffing is in the oven, baking for 1 hour. Next, I'm gonna do, I think I'll do either the rolls or the deviled eggs. I'm not sure quite yet. Okay guys, so this is just a really simple way to make deviled eggs, but I did the 12-minute boil, which is you put the eggs in cold water, bring it to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, turn it to low, cover it, simmer for 12 minutes. They're perfect every time. This is just mayonnaise, mustard, salt and pepper, and then I topped it with paprika. Very simple. Looking forward to when the stuffing comes out, which is in 8 minutes, and then I will be doing, let's see, what's next? I think I'll do either rolls. I'm going to do 2 different breads, I think, because I'm not really sure which kind of bread I want. And then I have to do the Brussels and bacon, which will be later. Y'all, the stuffing just came out, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'll let you know how it tastes in just a moment, because I'm going to be digging into it for just a bite. This is Brussels and bacon. So this is a recipe by Keto Carson on YouTube. On Instagram. So I don't have anything measured. I've just got a bunch of bacon and a bunch of Brussels sprouts. I'm going to probably split this into 2 because my husband's actually cutting it from the background right now. So I've got more bacon that I'll add and do another batch of these. I think this will be enough for 1 batch for us. It's a really cheap and easy. So if I need to do more than 1, I will serve this at the second Thanksgiving also. 1 batch is done. These are amazing. I just tasted them. They're crispy. They're delicious. The bacon is cooked. They're so good. I'm actually going to get my husband to video me making the next batch. All right, see you in a minute.